Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 44, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Giants 9.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, here's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Giants 9. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Gun.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Forced out to his left. Smith catches left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0.
21. Giants, nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go, Shane.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Simeon. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
Off of play action, Simeon. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A give up the middle to Evans. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Simeon on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, Simeon. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chris Evans, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Taylor now off the bootleg. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the run, this is Gray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go play action now. Taylor. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Ready!
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go again here with Evans. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Simeon on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Simeon. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
On the stick. Panther 11. Panther.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. He's got Bellinger. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Taylor will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football